Good morning and welcome to this week's issue of PrintTV, the weekly news print broadcast brought to you by AustralianPrinter.com.au, the region's weekly leading news website and part of Australian Printer, which is Australia's leading print magazine. Been around for 66 years and I'm sure it will be around for another 66 more. Every month we publish. This week's news is led by the ongoing saga down in Melbourne, as Michael Wu's print empire seems like it's crumbling. It's a chaotic situation down there, a tangled web of what's going on. As far as we understand it, Wu has been ejected from Docklands Ability Group, which is the mega merger formed last year, with the Bogatis brothers telling us that he wasn't entirely forthcoming in all aspects of his business when they joined up. And then Long Beach Printing seems to have closed. That's the business that Wu bought from Josh DeGoot in January. That was the business that was an offset printer, and then Josh and his son John, who still works in the business, or worked, transformed it virtually overnight from an offset printer to a digital printer, a cut sheet digital on wide format. And then finally, on-demand printing is in administration. On-demand was the business that was built up by Bruce Pedleston. It was, and probably still is, Australia's largest digital print business. Bruce put it into administration last October. Michael Wu won the bidding war in November, but it seems like it's all over now. The administrator's in. Half the 50 staff have been laid off. The business is still operating while the administrator aims to sell it as a going concern. And Michael Wu himself, well, we haven't heard from him for 2 or 3 weeks, but it seems like it's a very difficult situation down there. And I hope that the businesses are sold, Long Beach and On Demand, and that most people keep their jobs. Maybe it was a case of overcapitalisation, maybe it was a case of overreaching management. There are 3 on Demand, Long Beach and Docklands are obviously 3 distinct different businesses. In good news from Melbourne though, it's not all bad news from down there. In good news, Redbubble, which is the latest Australian print business to be listed on the stock market, where it went earlier in the year, has just reported that its financial year ending in 2016, its first one on the stock market, all figures have exceeded forecasts. Its customer base has grown from 1.44 million customers to 2.2 million customers, a customer base that all of us would like. Redbubble was founded by 3 friends in Melbourne 10 years ago, with a brilliant business concept of marrying the internet with print, and the idea was that they would invite designers to upload designs, and then they would invite consumers to choose those designs and put them on various garments, a t-shirt, a pillowcase, a cap, whatever, and it's been incredibly successful. 2.2 million customers. Our business is now worth $300 million and is growing strongly. So congratulations to Marketing Hoskin and the guys, and let's see if we can come up with more ideas like that. Brilliant, simple, one that we all think we could have thought of that, but none of us did. But those guys did. And of course it operates not just in Australia but around the world. It's just opened up websites in France and Germany, and we'll be looking for more, and is adding new products all the time. Also growing, of course, is the wide format sector, which continues to grow. This week, Cactus Imaging, which is owned by Opus Group, was sold to Media, one of the big infrastructure companies in Australia. $6.1 million they paid for the business, which was started 25 years ago by Keith Farrell, who still works there, and Warwick Spicer, his son Nigel, works there. Opus wanted to offload the business, concentrate entirely on their book printing business, and Media wanted to buy it because it's vertical integration with them. They have control over the means of production of what goes onto their billboards. Interestingly, Brendan Cook, CEO of Media, pointed out that although digital out-of-home media is growing fantastically well, 25% a year, actually more than 90% of the 73,000 out-of-home places are still print, and he believes that print has a great future, and in fact static print outdoor is growing by 3, 4, 5% a year. So still great opportunity there and validation for the industry. In news that we're still unsure about, the latest Harry Potter book is due to be released on Sunday morning, 9 o'clock Australian time, or Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is midnight in London where it gets its official release. Up until now, the Harry Potter series has been printed in Australia last one was printed jointly by McPherson's, now part of Opus, and Griffin Press. But this time around, Richard Salark and Ben Jolly at Griffin have told us that neither of us is printing this, neither of them is printing this book, which is not good news for the Australian book printing industry. I'm sure they'll get over it, but the new publishers, Hachette, may well have gone overseas. We'll find out on Sunday because they're not telling us anything. But that's the news from this week from AustralianPrinter.com.au. Don't forget, check on the website for all your daily news, sign up to the newsletter, And if you're not receiving it once you signed up, check your spam mail, because it may go there until you authorise it. That's it for this week from me, Wayne Robinson, another issue of AustralianPrinter.com.au Print TV News.